The New York Giants fired offensive coordinator Jason Garrett on Tuesday, less than 24 hours after a Monday night football debacle in which the Giants lost 30-10 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and looked like a completely dysfunctional offense. Ed Valentine of Big Blue View here on YouTube to give you a quick Valentine's views on the firing of Garrett as the Giants sank to 3-7 with 7 games remaining. Please hit the subscribe button if you like what you hear on the show here. We always appreciate the support at Big Blue View, so please make sure you do that. Anyway, back to talking about Garrett. No big surprise, really, that the Giants let Garrett go. That's been speculated on since the end of last season that the Giants would eventually move on from Garrett. A year ago, the Giants finished 31st in the NFL in points scored. This year, they went out, they signed Kenny Golladay, wide receiver, to a big money contract, used a first-round pick on Kadarius Toney. They got Saquon Barkley back this year, although Barkley has missed some time. They added a few other ancillary pieces to the offense as well. Had high expectations that things would be much better this season. And through injuries, offensive line struggles, up and down play by Daniel Jones, some mystifying play calling, things just simply haven't worked out for the Giants on offense. After Monday night's game, it was obvious that Joe Judge was very upset by what he had seen, that he was frustrated by the offensive performance. Judge said today that the Giants simply have to score more points, that he wasn't trying to single out Jason Garrett, that he wasn't, playing the blame game. But, Garrett took the fall for the offense, for the struggles of the offense, for the regression in recent weeks of third-year quarterback Daniel Jones. So, as I said, the Giants 3-7 will have a different play caller for the remainder of the season. Listen, I was a supporter of bringing Jason Garrett back this season. I thought that the continuity, that a second season in Garrett's system, an opportunity to have a full offseason, a full training camp, which Garrett didn't have a year ago, would be a good thing and would lead to benefits for Daniel Jones and the Giants offense for a variety of reasons, many of which are Garrett's own doing, his own shortcomings. It simply didn't work out. Judge was asked why he didn't make the move earlier, why he didn't make the move during the bye week. And he said he thought that prior to the bye week, the Giants had made some progress, were doing some good things, that the Giants had tried some things to inject some life into the offense. He thought it was working, and he wanted to give it more time. Obviously, with what we saw on Monday night, it was, as I've said, it was a dysfunctional mess with big-time playmakers not getting the ball, not even being on the field at key times, some strange play calls, even though Garrett tried to be creative. Couple of interesting notes here as I try to be quick with this, as I try to just get you up to date on what the situation is. The Giants face the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday at MetLife Stadium, and that's a night or an afternoon when they will be honoring Giants great and Hall of Famer Michael Strahan. In reference to this discussion, lots of reports today that Freddie Kitchens would take over as the offensive play caller for the rest of the season. Judge hedged on that during a meeting with media on Tuesday afternoon. He said everything's on the table. He said that it would be a collaborative effort. And one of the things that is on the table is Judge himself actually taking responsibility for making the play calls. I can't imagine that would happen. I still think it will be Freddie Kitchens, former Cleveland Browns offensive coordinator, former Cleveland Browns head coach, guy who Judge has a long relationship with going back to their days at Mississippi State. That's what makes sense at this point. Guy who's done it before, guy Judge has faith in. We'll see what happens going forward. But as Judge said several times, the Giants simply have to score more points. They went as far as they could with Jason Garrett. It just wasn't going to work. So many things that happened on Monday night that just didn't look good. Emily Iannacone and I discussed some of those on an earlier episode of the show here on Tuesday as well. So, go back and have a listen to that. We recorded that show pretty much right before the announcement that Garrett was being fired. So anyway, big news in Giants land. We'll see if it makes any difference going forward. Obviously can't change the personnel, can't rebuild the offensive line on the fly here over the last 7 games. We'll see what the offense looks like. We'll see if there are any personnel changes, see if we notice any dramatic changes in how the Giants attack. And most of all, we'll be looking to see if the Giants can function as a competent offense the rest of the way, and at least you score a league average number of points. All right, Giants fans, as I said at the top of the show, please remember to subscribe to us here on YouTube if you like what you hear. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.